Hi, I'm Maddie,
Hi, I'm May.
and we're the voices of Private University Confessions.
Thanks for tuning in.
Better get ready.
Get
Beep.
ready. We're gonna censor.
Beep,
Obviously,
beep,
Maddie has a
beep.
foul mouth, so she can't say anything of substance.
No, it's you. Beep. I'm beeping you out.
Dude.
I feel like people listening to us recording this are like, what the heck is going down on there?
Can we write down my harmonica as ideas? Here, write
No.
that down real quick. Yes, we gotta talk about harmonica.
Harmonica.
Okay.
I'm writing on a squishy surface, and it's yeah. Actually, no. We should post recordings of your harmonica playing, not of you, but just like recordings.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hey guys, it's Maddie,
Hey, it's May.
and welcome back to another episode. Today we've got a couple things we're going to talk about. One of the things we kind of teasered in the last episode was talking about how my entire family killed my bird.
Murdered.
So, murdered, yes, cold-blooded murder. Well,
It was straight murder.
are birds cold-blooded or warm-blooded?
Blood is like
Lizards and stuff?
lizards. Yeah.
Okay, anyways, they killed my bird. We're going to talk a little bit about our experiences on Facebook dating,
Oh yeah.
not sponsored. We're also going to talk about me reading May's personal diaries when I was left alone and feeling snoopy. And lastly, we're going to talk about May's very hot piano teacher. So,
And we're gonna probably put in my shopaholic tendencies in there. So
oh, we forgot to do that in the last episode.
that's okay.
Maybe it's like every other episode.
Let's do that.
Yeah, because you shop a lot, but you're pretty consistent when you shop on.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, first up,
Your bird.
my bird. Poor Angel. She never saw it coming. So when I was 6, my parents, for my birthday, gave me a bird cage, and with the intent of getting me, obviously, a bird to live inside of it. And so I went to the pet store. I picked out a all-white parakeet, and I named it Angel because when they put it in the box, her feather fell out, and it looked like an angel wing. I was a very poetic child. And so it was great. Angel and I were best of friends. She hated everyone else in my family, though. Like, everyone. Like, she bit everyone. But she loved me. So, moved and brought Angel with us. And then she was fine. Like, and then I went with my mom on a shopping trip. And my mom, like, I don't know. Mom doesn't usually, like, buy me a lot of stuff. But she was, like, buying me a lot of clothes and stuff that day. And I was like, huh, this is strange. Interesting. Keep in mind, I'm like 12 at this point. So this is a 6-year-old bird. And parakeets' lifespans is like kind of a long time. I'm not really sure how long, but longer than 6 years. And so my mom was being like really nice to me. And I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, it's not near my birthday or anything. And then I come home and my dad has a box. And inside the box is the bird. And I was like heartbroken because this is literally probably my best friend. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. And so I was shattered, naturally. And so, bird got buried. We had a funeral service for the bird, and long story short, had no more birds. Fast forward to me being 20 years old now, and I was talking to my sister, and I was like, somehow we got on topic of pets, and I was like, yeah, it was really traumatic when my bird died or whatever, and my sister was like, oh, your bird what? And I was like, well, my bird died. And she was like, oh, well, I feel like it's time that I have to tell you something. And I was like, tell me what? And she's like, yeah, no one in the family liked your bird, so we kind of stopped feeding it. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, like, I don't really think it was intentional, but, like, Mom, like, stopped buying food for it, and then we just kind of stopped feeding it in general, and I'm pretty sure that's why it died. So, 20-year-old me cried because my bird died, like, 8 years ago, and my entire family thought they didn't have to tell me that they killed my bird. It just killed it. I mean, slowly and painfully. It's not like they stepped on it or like the dog ate it. Like, they literally just killed it.
I don't know why if they didn't. Okay, I understand why they didn't give it away, but still.
Shattered. 12-year-old me, shattered. I literally, like, my mom, like, I feel like she felt bad because she was really nice to me after my bird died. And
She knew that you loved that thing.
I loved that bird. Like, come on. 6 years and then you kill it. Like, you couldn't figure out a way to get, like, had they killed it, like, a year after I'd gotten it, I'd have been like, oh, like, it was not healthy to begin with. But 6 years of healthy living and then you kill it? Like, no. So, yeah. That was the murder of Angel. Anyways, on to happier topics. We're going to talk about...
Facebook dating.
What was that?
I'm trying to be fun and friendly, okay?
Okay, I don't know what that was. But okay, yeah, Facebook dating. So we actually set up Facebook dating profiles.
Well, it's because I really wanted you to. So it all
Yeah.
started with me. I don't know how this happened, but I'm on social media a lot because I love social media.
So May and I started talking about it, and she was like, "Oh, like you should do it." And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "You should do it for the podcast." And at that point, we hadn't really like had a concrete idea to do a podcast. So I was like, okay. So I started. It won't let me log in. I'm logging in because I haven't checked my Facebook dating profile
You log in, I'll talk about it a little more.
in like probably a month. So there's probably like a lot of messages. So I want to like read through some of these. Like,
Yes.
kind of, it's not like as like hookup-y as Tinder, but like people still send you messages. They're like, "You're so pretty," and you're like, okay.
But it is such a confidence boost when you see like 5 guys liked your profile.
Yeah, I don't know what my password is. Yeah, May was a lot more successful than I was, which, I mean, is not like a huge surprise, but still
What?
crushing blow to my
No.
person.
After a while, I started realizing how like useful this could be, and so I turned it into a networking opportunity. This is so bad. Turned it into a networking opportunity. All these guys who are looking for love, and I'm here trying to make connections to get a job. And since I'm a film major, I started accepting guys' requests if they had really nice pictures, a camera in their profile pictures, or any mention of like a media job. I do feel bad about it.
I'm hardcore struggling. Okay, so I couldn't figure out my password.
Did you reset your password?
Yeah, well, it's like, "We're gonna text you a code," and then I pressed the button like 8 times and it hasn't sent me a code. I just want to get into my Facebook dating. This is so dumb.
I can't believe you haven't checked it recently.
I know, I specifically didn't so that I could like... Well, last I checked, I had 20 messages from people.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was like, I'm not gonna look at them because I want to save them.
For the podcast.
Yeah, and now...
I was on, I ended up, guys asked you for your Snapchat. I'm like, I'm not giving you my Snapchat.
I gave him my Snapchat.
I gave my Snapchat to one guy once, and we had mutual friends, and I opened it, and I did not reply, because I am in a great relationship right now, and
Well, good for you. Can you send him my way? Because I'm single as he gets.
he's not that cute.
Well, maybe I'm not that cute. Maybe that's my problem here.
You are cute. You've got short hair. I told you short hair's cute.
Okay, yeah, well, obviously that's not working, so I need something else. Why can't I just get into my account? I know it's me.
Okay, Maddie, I need you to take a deep breath.
I just want to get in and read all these messages from crappy people.
Oh, and we can tell the story about that one guy who messaged you, and then he messaged me.
Yeah, go and do that because I'm still trying to get in.
Okay, so basically Maddie messaged me and she's like, "Look at this guy." And I'm like, "What?" Like, he sent her like a picture of himself in his underwear, and it's super awkward.
But he sent us a picture of him like in his underwear, and they were like SpongeBob underwear in this
It
like
was weird.
in this like gym, and he's not even that like. Why can't I remember my password to anything? This is this is so incredibly frustrating. I don't. I got in. What? Prove I'm not a robot. Oh, I have to pick all the freaking palm trees.
You're making the wall shake. You're so angry.
I am really frustrated right now. I don't know what image has a bus in it and which image does not. Why do you keep having me do this if you're not going to let me in? Like, I don't understand why you're having me do the recapture if you're not going to let me in. You suck. Yahoo sucks. Why is the phone number so dang darn long? We're doing fine, guys. We're doing great. I am slowly hacking my way into my Facebook dating account. Because I have to get into my Yahoo account to then get into my Facebook dating account. Success! Your password has been updated. Well, frick you. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay, I have this account set up on my phone. So, now, when I go to Facebook dating, this should friggin' show up. Okay, logging in. Forgot my password. Next. Facebook user. We're getting there, guys.
I just made our Instagram account. Follow us at Maddie
We
and
were
May
supposed to
Podcast.
have it before this episode.
Well, I just made it.
Eventually, I'm going to get into this Facebook dating. They're going to be like, "You have no new messages." And I'll be like, "Well, screw you." Yahoo?
Watch some super attractive, hot rich
and I
guy.
missed it. Yeah, he's like the perfect specimen, and I missed it. And then I'd be like, well, screw my life. Ah, I found it. Oh, bless. It's here. The recovery code is here. Ah, I don't want to make another password. This is where the problem started. Okay, done. Fine. Great. Made it. Perfect. Remember your password. Yes, please remember my password so I don't have to do this nightmare again. No, I didn't want to... It literally just all that to log me into friggin' Facebook. I didn't want to get into Facebook. I wanted to get into Facebook dating. I literally have been clicking the wrong app the whole time. Okay, it's opening. It's opening. Okay, so I found my Facebook dating. So I'm going to read you the top 5 names of the people that, like, messaged me. Sam, Troy, Christian, Po Chang, and Christian. So 2 Christians. So I got James, Christopher, Joe, Ridge. No, Ridge isn't the underwear guy. That's someone else. Who names their kid Ridge? So there's this picture of this guy with this car. It was a Mercedes, so, you know, naturally I looked at it. So I, like, sent him a message, and I was like, nice car. And he's like, thanks, Maddie. I'm a huge Mercedes fan. Sorry for not responding earlier. I don't get on Facebook a lot. And that's literally all he said. And it was 2 months after I messaged him, so.
Cool.
Hard pass. Troy, I said hey about 3 months ago, and he never responded.
Of course.
Christian, who's a little bit of a creeper, he said, hi, how are you? And I said, I'm good, how are you? He said, I'm blessed. So what do you like to do in your free time? And I said, Netflix and hang with friends. He said, we would get along great. Message me on Facebook. So, yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's a no.
Po Chang was actually kind of interesting. But, like, it was kind of weird because, like, his first message to me was, have you ever been in a small airplane before? I was like...
Is his sister by chance named Cho Chang?
I was like, I've been in a helicopter, and he was like, always wanted to fly in a helicopter. Ultralights are too scary for me. Ha ha. What got you interested in flying? And I literally said, I've been in a helicopter. I didn't say I flew it. I don't know. I just get a lot of, like, people who, like, match and then never respond. The guy that May was talking about earlier, the guy that sent, like, the underwear picture, I actually still have his messages.
Because he messaged me, and then Maddie was like, oh my gosh, that's the dude.
Yeah.
And so
hey, what was his name again? He didn't really say anything. He just, like, said he can't breathe out his nose. He's from Ohio. And then, like, literally, I messaged him on October 10th, and at, like, 5 p.m. And then October 10th at midnight, he said, would you be down to trade pics? So I said you first, and then he sent me a picture, and then I never responded.
He said the same thing to me, and...
They're not SpongeBob. They're like, I don't really understand what this is. I think it's like a dodo bird on a conveyor belt.
I don't even know. I'm like, I'm shy. You first. And so he sends me, like, I don't know, some shirtless picture or something. And he's like, okay, now I want to see you. And I send him back the same picture that he sent Maddie of him. And it was really funny because he's like, how did you get this picture? And I was like, you know, I have a friend that you've been messaging to, so...
I got this one guy that was, like, super needy. So I kind of messed with him because he was like, oh, do I know you from somewhere? And I was like, yeah, we went to middle school together. And I was like, oh, yeah.
You knew that you didn't go to middle school with him.
Yeah, I knew we did it. I just wanted to mess with him. And he was like, oh, like, where'd you go to middle school or whatever? I was like, oh, I went to middle school with you. And he was like, oh, we did? Oh, that's where I know you from. Like, blah, 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 or whatever. And then I was like, no, I went to middle school in California, so no, we never went to middle school. And then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry I lied to you. And then, like, then he said, at first I thought I did know you because you looked like a girl I went to school with, and then I realized I lied and didn't say anything. I'm truly sorry. You're a wonderful girl that any guy would be like to have. I'm very sorry. And I was like, dude, chill, you're fine. Weird stuff. Like, I make a lot of side money by hacking for people, but I have my rules. If I want to work at the Paragon, which I think means Pentagon.
No, the Paragon is like the wannabe Pentagon. That's like its off-brand brother.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He says, I play guitar, build models, and I have no friends, plus I'm single, so
he can hack, he just can't spell.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, his bulldog died, and his other dog.
Yikes.
So, he has 2 new dogs now, though. One's a mutt, and the other one's a poodle.
Got some weird vibes in that one.
Weird. Like, there's just so many, like, weird... Yeah, so Facebook dating, like, I am obviously not looking for a serious relationship.
Can I talk about some of the guys I've met on Facebook dating?
Yeah.
So I met this one guy who we ended up texting because that was before I got my Google Voice app.
Oh, Donnie. They always put the Donnie liked you right over the good part of the picture.
Yeah, but anyways, so there's this guy that I met, and it was like...
Ew, he has a monkey in his picture. I really don't like that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
No, you're good. That was really interesting, though. And this one guy, he's like looking for I think it's a liver donor or
Oh
something
my
like
gosh,
that.
this guy, the liver guy.
Yeah, I felt so bad for him. He wanted to meet up at like a medieval festival, and I was like, ha, nah.
Oh, this guy's a puppy. Probably a murderer.
Yep. They always get you with the puppy.
It's a cute puppy, though.
Yeah.
This guy's name is Maha. Also, Ryan, I don't know about that.
Oh, Ryan. He's got, okay, this kid, he's got like a smile that looks like he's in pain, but still trying to smile
It looks
through
like
it.
his face is just like really like, it looks like he's like been photoshopped badly, but like the quality of picture tells me it wasn't. So like,
Yeah.
the face proportions are just not great.
He looks like he's like smiling through his pain.
He's like, this guy looks high, so that's
Man,
a no.
I miss
That guy-
Facebook dating. There's a guy that I met that we started talking. He like wanted to go on a date, and I felt bad, so
Oh, this guy's bougie.
I ended up going on a date with him. But he told me that all the
Didn't you get pizza with him?
all the hot guys are on Tinder.
That's true.
He told me that at our date, and he's like, so you want to get out here and like do something? Or I'm like, I gotta get home.
Gotta go.
I gotta bye. So I think he was looking to get laid, and I was.
If you're not outgoing, I'd rather not waste my time. Well, you know, Dalton, I'd rather not waste my time with you.
Speaking of time, let's
We still have ways to go, though. Oh, this guy's a baby. Nope.
can we
Okay, I'm getting off Facebook dating, because I will...
do that later?
Yeah, when I'm... Yeah. Anyways. So we talked about Facebook dating, talked about my family killing my bird.
We're gonna talk about my diary now. So I let Maddie read my diary once, but I picked very specific pages I wanted her to read.
Yeah, because she wrote about me when she hated me freshman year.
It's very awkward that you read that now.
I actually never read that part. I'm drinking water, by the way, but I never actually read. I just knew that there's probably pages about me in there, but I never actually read anything about myself. But I'm pretty confident I knew how you felt freshman year.
I don't really think I wrote about you too much, to be honest. Not
That's
to hurt your feelings, but
I don't really.
but yeah. So one time, me and Maddie were gonna hang out, and I got dinner with a different girl, and so I wasn't checking my phone
Unfaithful.
because I didn't want to be rude. And so I get back, and Maddie's literally sitting in my room in the dark.
Because May told me, okay, we had communicated. She said, I'll meet you at like 6 in my dorm and we'll like hang out. Cool, awesome. So I get to her dorm at 6. I'm a very punctual person. I get there at 6.
I think you got there earlier.
Whatever. So around 6. So I text her. Hey, I'm here. Hey, let me in. Hey, it's cold. Call. Please let me in. I want to come in. No response. She's not even reading them. So then I like finally knock on the door and some random girl lets me in, and then I just go sit in her room. And everyone like walking past the room is like staring at me because I don't live there, obviously. And so I got bored. And when I get bored, I snoop. And so I was like, oh, she's let me read these like things before, so I might as well read them again. And so I read some.
So she read all of my personal thoughts
But I really just
of like
read,
6 years.
But I didn't read because I knew there was one journal or one diary that she was specifically writing in currently.
I really
And I
appreciate you
didn't
not reading
read that one. I read from like middle school, so like I didn't know who any of these people were.
Oh, middle school's fine. Actually, let's break a few of these open.
Crack a few open. I tried to write a journal as a kid. Like to journal like every day or whatever, but I always like, I don't know, got bored after like 2 or 3 days. Oh, you got passed over for a sleepover.
Yeah.
Rough.
You can even, okay, so a little bit about all of my diaries. There's like little notes in each one of them.
They're really, I think, they're not so much diaries as like strictly scrapbooks. Because like you turn the page and there's like Polaroids and like little envelopes. It's like a treasure hunt. Like you never, ooh, like here's an envelope. I wonder what's inside this one. And then there's always like bonus content inside the envelopes. So like it's kind of like.
It's really interesting. What is it on? I'm really scared. Okay, I was documenting history. So that's what Maddie just opened up, was my thoughts about the legalization of homosexuality.
I think it's,
I was like, I was gonna.
it's marriage because homosexuality's always been.
That's what I meant.
Well, your paper says homosexuality marriage is legal.
Yeah, because it was a big day.
Right, but it's not homosexuality marriage. That's a different way to say that.
Where
history is changed forever.
Okay.
I love how you included that gay marriage was legalized and chick breaks up with her boyfriend, and this is historical. That's included with this historical moment. Like, there's like 3 people, like, so-and-so broke up, so-and-so broke up, so-and-so's a blabber, so-and-so broke up, and so-and-so and I are friends now. Like, and...
Here, I'm giving you my middle school diary.
That gay marriage was legalized, and you felt like those needed to be included together. I think that is, frankly, hilarious. It's like reading, like... I feel like a historian when I read through these, because there's so many, like, little extra pieces. This was such a hard day.
Flirt? Yes, flirt. I, May, flirted with a guy I liked. Honestly, we could just do segments on, like, reading my journals.
Yeah, because, like, they're literally, like, windows into the past. Like,
Well, I've got about 4 or 5 journals now.
I just found something that says wish for my first kiss. And
Oh.
including, you guys can't see this, but including a drawing.
Ah!
Including a drawing.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Ah!
This is amazing.
Ah!
This is hilarious. I'm keeping a picture of this.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Keeping it forever.
No, you're not.
I'm keeping it forever.
Please don't take a picture of that.
Why does this guy why is he wearing a V-neck? Were you really attracted to guys who wear V-necks?
It was in style back then. Don't you remember that?
2012?
Yeah.
I wasn't really, clearly I was never a stylish child.
It was like things that guys actually wore back
Read
then.
this. Ooh. I love these because, like, they're a wild card. You never know. Don't worry about me. I was just being overdramatic. I'm not really offended. You're still my BFFL.
Yeah, they got in a fight this year.
But
They're not
could
friends.
you come over soon? I personally think that blank is just annoyed with blank and blank. I think that blank was the last straw for her. It makes me sad because now she hangs out with blank all the time. She just sits with us at lunch. Bet she probably is wanting to sit with blank. Though, that's depressing. Well, now I'm in history, so just be happy.
Yeah, I don't even think that was written to me.
It wasn't.
I took that out of somebody's locker.
Wow. Wow, I love the drawings in here.
What is this one?
David, Cassidy, and Carl, I think, Grace maybe, are singing. Oh, I think you were, from this depiction, I think you can't sing, so you're sad.
Yes. That is a very accurate representation of me. I think I still have that audio file of that. Because they sounded so pretty, so we're like, do you mind if I record it? And they're like, nah. But I was really sad because I couldn't join in because I can't
You
sing.
can't sing. You can kind of sing.
Ooh, Dream Boyfriend.
Oh,
List.
this one is angry. There's
Oh,
like
yeah.
black pen marks. Jerk, sad, angry. Very, like, frowny face. Who is this directed towards?
A kid that I low-key had a fling with.
Whoa.
He was my first official crush that liked me back, okay?
Crap. All lies. I feel tricked. I fell for it. I knew it wouldn't last, but I keep going.
7th grade, May.
Cherishing pavement? Adele?
Chasing Pavement Adele.
I won't take
you want to
him.
listen to music.
I won't take him back when he comes begging on his knees, victorious. I wasted my wife ACA grader, life as a 7th grader, on him. I don't want him coming around here.
Can I make a note about this kid too? So fast forward to like senior year, and I'm actually like, I got responsibilities now as a senior, and one of them was to like keep the key to the cabinet for all of the media equipment. And I had not talked to this kid since the 7th grade because I was still low-key upset. And so it's still really awkward because he comes over and he's like, can I get into the file cabinet? I'm like, yeah, sure. So we have to awkwardly walk down the hallway. And mind you, this was like, this whole event happened in the 7th grade, and we are in 12th grade at this point. And it's still really awkward. And I unlock the equipment for him, and he gets his crap, whatever. Now, fast forward to like 2 years ago, and I go back for the musical at our high school, and he was a theater kid, I was a theater kid. So I run into him, and at this point, I had grown up. Like, I'm not saying I'm like pretty, but I definitely look a heck a ton better than I did in high school. And
True.
so it was, ouch. Okay, Maddie.
Just say you didn't have eyebrows in high school. So.
I didn't know how to fill my eyebrows in. But anyway, so he's like, oh, hey, I know you. And I'm like, yeah. And I was just like, hi, nice to see you too.
You have a lot of drama in your life. Like, oh wait, here we are. We're back about talking about this. This won't fold up. There we go. Okay. There's like a lot of like hidden layers to this journal, and also your handwriting is horrible.
Oh my
So.
gosh.
Literally, like, it, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's just, here we go. Here's some more angry. Like, when she's angry, she writes in black crayon, which I don't really know.
It's not crayon, it's charcoal.
Okay. I did because no one was there to hang out. No one, not one
I was a really lonely kid.
stinking person. And while I'm bored watching TV, are probably having a great time. Okay. Angry face. OMG. So I found out they were at a sleepover party.
Yep, didn't invite me.
Not dishelding opgush. LOL. I'm important every bit. Why is one eye smaller than the other?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. These are interesting, but this has concluded the segment of reading May's journals because we have to move on. We have to save some content for next time.
These are so fun to look through, though.
They're literally like reading like a historical document because you never know what you're going to find. Most
Of
of
my
it
life.
is, of
really embarrassing things in my life.
Yeah. So, one final segment before we close, because we are winding up the end of this podcast episode.
We might go over a little bit.
That's okay. They'll forgive us.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to talk about May's shopaholic tendencies.
Oh, yay!
What is the last thing that you bought online?
FabFitBox.
FabFitFun.
Yeah.
It's
And you know
fabulous,
why?
it's fitness, and it's fun.
But I also want to note that I canceled my Sephora box subscription because...
Ooh, that's a big deal for her too, guys. Like, you don't know, but you gotta know. Like, that's like losing a child.
Yeah, I just was upset that they don't give you, like, the points anymore.
Yep.
And because of it, it's just not worth it. I'm paying $10 for, like, what? It's pointless at this point. So,
But I will say, sponsor us. But I've gotten FabFitFun boxes before, and they're actually really cool.
yeah, we're not sponsored, but FabFit, if you want to sponsor us, we are totally open.
Because, like, the last time I got their box, like, I really liked everything in it, actually.
So, yeah, I got that. And last night, my boyfriend had to talk me off of the shopaholic cliff because I wanted to drop, like,
Dangerous.
$1,400 on a camera.
Sorry, I choked on my water.
I really wanted to just drop it all and buy it, but I didn't.
Because we're going to Fort Lauderdale for spring break.
Woo woo, spring
Woo!
break.
Depending on when this comes out, we may be there. I don't really know exactly when this will be published because somebody is a little bit behind on posting episodes.
Well, somebody has very important things to do.
Well, somebody should post because it's also important.
I have a boyfriend.
I don't. We could do this all day. We have been. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, May?
Please follow us on Instagram.
And you could actually, okay, I didn't even know you could do this, but you can listen to our podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Didn't know that was a thing,
Yeah,
but
people actually do that.
yeah, so we're there too.
Spotify.
Peace out, Girl Scout. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I said peace out. I regret that so much.
I love it. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at our email. You can ask us questions. If you want to be featured on the podcast, we'll give you a shout out. And the email is
Maddie May Podcast, no caps, no spaces, @gmail.com.
thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.